Even if this fallen brother, Alafuru Peter said, were killed by unknown persons or other criminals, we would still have run to the police. But more tragically, he was gunned down by a police officer in this River State Police Command. As a responsible leadership of the Ijaw Nation, we have a moral duty to come before you to lay this complaint officially and to know why, after over a week, we haven't heard any official statement either from the police command or from the government of Rivers State. We are bothered by this. That is the reason why we are here, sir.
You say there was no statement from the police? That is false. I mandated my police public relations office to make a press release while I was on security retreat with the IGP in Abuja. I mandated her, and I saw online that same press release telling you every step we took. But in future, I want you to understand, citizens should not hate the police. Police is still your friend. When a policeman commits an offense, while it is yet to be established, just like every other citizen, don't forget, there was no consensus by the entire police force for this man to commit that offense. And so he shouldn't be treated like police ganged up for such an act. There was no compromise. There was no arrangements for a policeman to shoot a citizen. It's our constitutional duty to protect life and property. And if anybody derails from the law, there has never been any organization in this country that has been more sanitizing than the Nigeria Police Force on its own personnel. I beat my hand to chest to that. Barely 3 weeks ago, I paraded a policeman who was caught in robbery in this command. I charged him to court, and today he's on remand in prison custody. And if I can do that on a case of robbery, you think I can do that if it's a case of murder or any homicide is established?
Know what happened on the incident. And I want to assure you that it has happened here before, that even when I was not here, when a policeman was involved in a felony, he was brought in last 3 weeks. 2 weeks ago, he was brought in, detained, and then charged to court for case of robbery. And that person is under remand in prison custody. And this same issue now that has affected the policeman, the police as a group has never at any time conspired or sent anybody to kill anybody for himself. So I want to assure you that we will do our internal cleansings, and consequently, on the advice of the DPP, charge the case to court when it is due, but allow the due processes to follow its course.
There was somebody standing just close by, and he told me that that person was one of her security details, that he's a police officer attached to that place, in charge of security of the place. So the place was secure. It was okay for the kids to be there. I have 3 kids. My daughter is 4+. she was tired and sleepy. So I told my husband it was time for us to go home so the kids could rest. On our way out of the restaurant, on our way out of the lounge, his aunt was outside. She was eating, seated outside. So he said he wanted to speak with her. So I told him the kids were already tired. So we won't want to stay there. That I'll wait for him in the car. We parked outside. Then when he's done, he can come and then take us home. So my kids and I went to the car to sit down and wait for him. So he spent quite some time speaking with her. Then during that process, we were in the car and I heard armed robbers. So I told my kids to bend down and peeped outside the window. When I peeped outside, I saw a red car parked right in front of the lounge. Then some people just ran into the red car and then drove off. Then there was a little chaos. Some people also ran to the restaurants, maybe to alert them that something like that happened. Few minutes after that, when the place was a little settled, my husband now came out. So as he got into the car, he was like, because I was already like, you kept us waiting for so long. He was trying to apologize. He started the car and reversed the car. As he reversed the car, turned to move into the express, it was that same policeman in front of us with a gun. He just aimed the gun directly at him, shot through the windscreen, and it hit his chest. Yes, that works there. The security of, yeah.
My son-in-law, Alafro Peterside, was murdered by a police officer, and we want justice to be done on this matter. The matter is with the police, so we are waiting on to the police to ensure justice is done.
My first son, Adagogo Peterside, called me. But he didn't tell me what happened. He tried to, but he couldn't. He said, he only asked me, am I in the house? I said, yes. He said he will come to the house. I waited. I did not see him. I called him again. He said, Daddy. Well, he told his junior sister that he should tell my wife to call me to tell me that Alafro is no more, is dead. Kai!